is left alongside the polish. You can also see that there's someone in the chat that's already been typing. Stumbling upon the word. But hello! Found new videos on YouTube. They look awesome. Thank you! And sorry for stumbling upon your name. I'm gonna keep the video or the stream today a little bit shorter. That's because I already had a long day. Hello, Pups! How are you doing? You've been subscribed for 6 months. Wow! Thank you for the support. How are you doing? I was just gonna say that I'm even more exhausted today than usual because I've been teaching the entire day at the school. Well, Yuri, I guess. Been looking at students' projects the whole day. So, very tired. Lots of feedback and reviews. I think it was 10 games in total, like 10 groups. All of them had like 12 people in it. Well, they did really good. They had some really nice projects going on, and it was fun to see, you know, compare education to educations and stuff. So, really good. Expect great things from them in the future. But it is very exhausting to do things like that. If you wonder why I have my arm a little bit weird, it's because the cat is in the way. You're doing good, Paps! It's cool to hear. I'm basically using my cat as an arm rest at the moment. He's down here. Look at him, he's so cute. So cute. But he's also very much in the way. So, bit hard to work. Kato, yeah. Kato indeed. I think I was doing some highlights by hand. Yes, I did. That's because I couldn't get a nice bake by the end of it. Like cavity map. Took too long time. What's the brown metal? Is this the... Okay, so this is the gold. Guess I'm gonna continue painting on this layer. Let's see, you can add some highlights. Some fake highlight. Are you pressing buttons, Kay? No. It feels like you're pressing something. It's a little bit laggy at the moment. It's really time to invest in the new graphics card, especially when it's... I can notice like every brush stroke is a little bit lagging behind. Right, so here on the back side we're painting. Just adding a little bit.
Maybe everything we've done, maybe it was all for nothing.
Sweden is one of the lead countries in game industry. There are a lot of places here where you can get proper education related to games making. In my country, can only watch tutorials on YouTube. Well, tutorials is very, you know, can get you a long way though. So don't underestimate tutorials. But yes, I mean it helps if you can focus and go to a uni or some kind of education, I guess. So because you're focusing on that, basically, if you're studying, don't have anything else to think about. So I guess in a way it's nice to have the option. Hello, Leonard. Yo. Hello, Captain Wabben. How are you guys doing? Crab. Am I supposed to interpret? This is what I do, crap. That's the problem, Pabst. You probably already have a job in completely different education. Oh. Are you gonna move, Kay? No. Okay, of course not. I have a cat on half of the tablet now. It's a little bit tricky. Especially when it's kicking. Oh, you're gonna walk away now? Yes. Please do. Please be over there. You're painting Leonard BI in Substance. I assume Subst. Hello, Daniel! Oh, and Captain Wabben is making a PowerPoint for presentation. So then I have some work company, I assume. Everyone is sitting and working on something. More trying to more trying to paint instead of just painting. Well, now I can sit a bit more comfortable on the chair when the cat left. This is probably not too noticeable, but it's just nice to have an extra little touch. How the weather is here. It's very hot. I'm not sure if it's as hot as over at your place, but it's indeed very warm. But I've been stuck in a really bad air-conditioned place today. I was telling people how I was at Future Games at school, and was a jury there looking at students' game projects, which was really fun. And a lot of them were really, really good and consistent in design and art and stuff. So it was really nice to see. But classroom, whew, it was hot in there. Super warm. Hello, Bertorza. What are you doing? So it's indeed warm here, and some places are worse than others. Where does this orange come from all of a sudden? I'm confused. Something is a little bit messed up. That's not supposed to be there. Oh, it seemed to be a bug because now it's gone. Okay. That's right. Now the orangey thing is gone. Okay. I didn't know. Hello, Aslan! Make it grungy. I'm adding highlights, I'm not making stuff grungy. Oh, but are you learning substance? Painter or designer? I think designer is quite tricky to learn. Bit of both. Cool. Oh, you've been subscribed for 7 months, Aslan. Another month, another mod. Worky work. Thank you for the support. And for being here almost every time. Almost. Yeah, well, you're all basically always here, except for some moments when you're off, I don't know, eating food or having food coma. I don't know what you do in your spare time. Should up the stroke opacity a little bit. Aw, Paps, you don't almost every time miss my stream. You're usually here and saying hi. Also, it's just nice to have you guys popping by. I appreciate it. Eat food until you have to mod your streams too. Food coma. I did say food coma, Captain Waben. You have food coma? Oh yeah, I agree, Bertosa. Designer is harder to learn. Otherwise known as food baby. I guess, Aslan. Right, this is the focus point, so let's This is what you're basically gonna see the most. But we don't like babies, only animal babies? What have you been eating? Sometimes I don't understand half of what you're saying, Aslan. But maybe it's not necessarily. I think I already added a little bit of highlight here. So we go to the back side. Are you referring to not being fond of humans babe but liking animal babies like newborn kittens and hippos, etc.? Thought you understood. Kittens! I understand that. Kittens are cute. And puppies. I remember when my cats were kittens. They were as much pain in the ass back then as they are right now. And pandas. You love dachshunds? What is dachshunds? Oh, you send a picture. Those dudes. Aww. Look how cute they are. Yeah, they are cute. Especially when they're dressed up. Like that. I don't think there's much baby animals that are not cute. I mean, most of them are really cute, so a hard time seeing that they would be any ugly animals. Oh, they are ugly animals, but ugly baby animals. Because you can be ugly cute as well, and then it's also kind of cute. Newborn birds tend to not be pleasing to look at. But aren't they like in the category of being ugly but cute? So they are ugly cute. Basically fugly, if you combine them. If snakes are cute, as long as they are not near me, they are cute. Like baby snakes, maybe. As long as I don't have to touch them or see them. They're just naked and slimy. Birds, you mean, or? Hello, Roan! Fugly is basically fucking ugly. Really? Aw, here I thought I had a nice word describing something that is cute and ugly. But okay, already taken. Have to do some other trademark for words then. Captain Ben, how my week was? I seems really relaxed. No, I'm just really tired. I've been at the school the whole day. I guess I'm a bit brain fried and just like, whatever goes. You just need to give it some cloth and everything becomes cute, Leonard Boy. Even spiders. Nah, no. I guess there's a line, but spiders aren't really animals, they're insects. Baby birds. They look so funny. Aren't that cute in a way though, Aslan? Like, they're really ugly, but they're cute in a way as well. Kinda? They look demanding, as babies probably are. I seem more relaxed, like I have more energy. Maybe it's like I'm so tired that, you know, when you're so tired that sometimes you feel like you have more energy, you're like completely depleted, like overly tired, and then it's like the reverse effect and you're just like, whatever. I feel like I'm at that point where I'm so tired, but I'm so tired that I don't feel like I care too much at the moment. Yeah, I had a really long day. It was fun today, but just too damn long. Maybe I'm so tired that my brain don't have time for anxiety right now. No, it's probably always plenty of time for things like that, Aslan, but the moment it's like, I just wanna sit here, draw some lines, and not think too much, I guess. But it's good. Maybe I should tire myself out a lot every time, and I will come across as I have more energy. Does that sound like a plan? Might work. That doesn't make any sense at all, but weirdly enough, I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, there's a certain place you kind of go when you are super tired, but you need to keep going, kinda, and basically you can't really go to sleep anyway, because, yeah, you're really tired. I don't know how to explain it in a better way. Did the music stop? Apparently it did. Alright. Hello, Wisla! How are you doing? You would like to imagine that there's a Kim being in Zen mode? I wonder how I would be if I had a Zen mode. Do you think it would be more relaxed than what I come across right now? Can I even have a Zen mode? That's the question. Are you going over some basics in Zbrush in case there's anything that I can learn from it? That's good. Learn some shortcuts and whatnot. It's good with a refresher sometimes. Also good to go through basics again in case like you haven't used something for a long time. See what you missed and stuff. Where is the... oh, here we go. Is this... yeah, this is the one. This is the UV space I was looking for. Worst thing that you're so tired that you can't fall asleep. Yeah, I had that plenty of times. That really sucks. Huh, Wisla, something like creating a straight line sculpt seems to be different in 2018. I can't hold shift and have it constrained to straight line and it's bugging me. Sounds interesting. I only used shift as a smoothing thing though. I can't really tell on you know just from memory now like how I use shift and if something been up or you know bugging me from 2018 and 2019 when it comes to drawing straight lines. I almost thought it was gonna crash for a moment there. Oh, if you start sculpt without taking the pen and then hold shift, it's used to hold a line, like Photoshop. Now it creates a measurement line. Maybe they just changed some settings in there then? I don't think they're very well known for never ever like removing old functions. So I doubt that they actually changed it. It's they probably changed the shortcut, but or maybe you did, I'm not sure, but they usually don't remove functions like that. I do miss Photoshop. Now, when you mention Photoshop, I miss that a bit when it comes to painting. I always felt that was a little bit smoother for things like this. But then again, I don't want to jump back and forth between programs all the time. So I'm lazy. This will do. Roan reminds me of accidentally clicking on the little dynamic thing on the solar button. Took me a solid half a day to figure out what was happening. Sure, I could have just restarted a Zbrush, and I did, but that did not prevent me from doing it again. Oh, you mean like the model is constantly disappearing and moving? Yeah, I had that as well, and being like, what's happening here? Why, like, is my computer broken? Substance doesn't quite feel like digital sculpting. Or painting, I mean, sorry, painting. Maybe they did add pen pressure. Might also be in the newer version because I have 2018. It's not like they have a lot of options going in here. Maybe they do have a newer one. It feels like they should though, or basically, I guess when they're teaming up with Adobe, that they will eventually soon. Because it feels like such a basic thing to have. That will, you know, really benefit them when it comes to providing for every type of artist, like basically what you want to do. So you might have to upgrade again, maybe. Maybe. I haven't really kept track too much about that, like the newest feature in Painter. You hope that Adobe team up doesn't backfire in some way? Hopefully not. It's probably due to a lot of like things like economical and fundings and stuff. Like they can probably, I mean, if they have extra money, probably do a lot more with it. So hopefully that means that they can provide faster, I guess, changes and updates and stuff. Zbrush doesn't like your tablet round. Sometimes can move with the right mouse button, but makes a mask instead. So you usually dynamesh the thing. Just to, because you're too lazy to figure out if how you should do it then round, or how the settings are. You have an alt tab in and out to fix it. If they start including substance in the cloud description, it would be okay. I think when it comes to all of these subscription services, if they are cheaper, that would be okay. At the moment, I always feel that they're a little bit too expensive for my taste. At least the subscription things. You wonder if there's a subreddit for this kind of stories? Maybe you should have to create one, Roan. Algorithm guy seems very excited about it. I think it's a lot with the funding, as I said. You know, they have had a small team now with like a giant in the in the back that can pay for stuff and more like competence and, you know, share secrets and just code, I guess, in general between the programs. That would surely help a lot with figuring, like, you know, this pen pressure thing out and make it feel more smooth when you're painting. And yeah, it's probably going to be very beneficial for them. Fingers crossed that they continue supporting what they have and continue building upon it. Captain Mabenu would like to ask a question. For people like me that want to become improved game design skill, do you have any suggestions on who can be valid streamer to watch? Do you also have an idea how a game designer could start to work in a company like your without years of experience? Does anyone in the chat have tips about game designers? I guess it's specifically then game design related topics. Sad Zbrush stories. 10 out of 10 IGN. I have mostly 3D art people in my streams. I know a few who used to stream game design, but then now they're either playing or have stopped streaming. Like they're playing games mostly. Perhaps 20 years old, 30 years of experience. I don't think that's unique for the game industry only though. It's a lot of jobs that are like that. Just getting a regular job at the local supermarket sometimes requires like, oh, you should be 18 but have 10 years of experience. It's like, what? What? Is that even gonna make sense? So I think it's not just our industry is like that. I know my parents told me that they didn't have to go to high school even. And now you have to kind of finish high school or you don't really have a chance and you have to finish university even. Or like some kind of studies above that sometimes, so yeah. It's a lot of well, criteria to get a job nowadays. You should have at least 3 AAA titles released in your career zero for applying position in McDonald's. Well, maybe not like that, but yes, almost. I don't know. Maybe McDonald's will soon demand that as well. Maybe they want to start making apps, or in order for people working in a restaurant, they need to understand how to use an app, because there's no like contact anymore with customers, and maybe they start having those extreme then requirements as well. Robots everywhere. Yeah, what are we humans gonna do when there are robots everywhere? Nothing? Just be lazy? Travel? Maybe we just don't exist like in Wall-E. I wonder though if AI and robots will ever be they can replace a lot of things, but I sometimes wonder, can they really be, creative and artistic in a way humans can be? If they can, then they basically, we are not needed anymore. Captain Ben, you guess it's easy to make my own company and hire myself for the game design role. Well, that way, if you hire yourself for 5 years, you get 5 years of experience. Sounds smart. No, but when it comes to applying and stuff, it's a lot about timing. And timing, with that I mean that, the company's looking for something, and if they are, that like the competition, the one other people apply are not as good as you are, and it's a lot of timing going on. So it's a lot of skills going in portfolio, but then if someone is slightly better than you, then that's just a bad timing as well. So it's it can be quite hard indeed. Short message for any Twitch bots watching. I'm on your side. Wow. Roan. You can call it a treason. I call it clever backdoor investment in my own future self-preservation. for all I know, Roan, you could be a bot already, siding with them, so... Okay, so these glowy eyes are hideous. How can we make them better? Let's see now then. Beautiful. Let's try export this and see what we can do with just a white plain mask in Marmoset. Because I don't really know how it's set up to work in Marmoset, really. Okay, so now we have a white mask. Right, so looking at the concept then. Guess this is a tricky part because some parts of it's glowing a little bit more, so I guess we have to just make the mask a bit more shiny maybe? It's also supposed to be more yellow. Oh, the whole thing is glowing. Right, so it's completely glowing now in yellow. Let's see what we can do about that. Particle effects. I don't think you can do that in Marmoset though, Aslan. But I'm not sure. Roan, to me it looks like the glow is coming out of the center of the eye and it's reflected on the side. Maybe you would make only center missive, create a nice gradient as it's only the concept. We could try that. Oh, tweaking the post-process effects to display a bit more, Wisla. Yeah. It's really Blizzard style, Captain Ben. Oh, thank you. Let's try the suggestion you have then, Roan, and use masking the center of the eye. Might have to fade it a bit. Let's remove all of the layers behind. Let's start then. Let's before we do anything changes, like just duplicate this one so we have a backup. Missive. So you can see what we're doing when we're painting. You don't think the forehead is emissive? You mean the squiggly lines in there? Let's try one eye here. Just wanna see if we can have it a little bit smooth. Okay. You think that's only emissive and then it's bouncing, so we're gonna have to fake it, you know, a little bit. With the red at least. So let's try this and then compare. Fake it till you make it, worst advice, Aslan. Okay, then we have it a little bit orangey here, and that's like basically bounce light, but that's gonna be hard to replicate without adding a little bit of okay, so we have that. Let's just basically add more to it. Maybe I can make the side of the eyes from the browns as it was before. Can get more of those reflections. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to add maybe some alpha cards there with some emissive that's just, you know, you can't see. Maybe, possibly. But let's try to make it as good as we can with what we have first, and then we'll see if that's necessarily with the alpha. Thank you for the follow, Jova. Looks like the whole ring around the nose is also emissive. And sound. I'm not sure about the music, Wisla, because this is a remix without anything in there. So, like they haven't listed the music, so I can't really tell. Looks like it's spilling from the eye socket. Oh, you have to leave now, Pabst. Well, thanks for popping by and for saying hello and hanging out. I hope you get some nice sleep. Talk to you later. Gonna see if I can make the emissive a little bit bigger, just ever so slightly, to get it to fade out a little bit more on top of the rest. Right, let's export. See you later, Pabst. Okay. Hum. What is better, but I guess the biggest issue is actually that it smudges while the concept has a little bit more. So let's remove the missive again and then start just adding paint here. Let's see how that looks to get the red line a lot more clearer. So that's the missive. This is something that, again, I would have felt is much nicer with Photoshop. We'll see about the reflected light, Aslan, if that's something I'm gonna start adding on. I wanna make sure that I get this as close as possible first. Then we can start playing around with the reflection. But I don't feel like I should have to make it so reflective in order to show, so... Oh, you figure out the measuring tool. That's good, Wisla. It's a new way of creating straight line. Cool. Oh, it's also very much alike Unreal's measuring tool. I guess I will have to try it. Right. I'm just experimenting. I think this is a lot of fun in the process of everything. Just trying out stuff and see if it works or not, and then finding another solution if it doesn't. Okay, so we need a little bit of yellow, I guess, on the side. Okay. Let's try to export again. See how it looks this time. If it's more close to what we want it to be. Well, we're basically missing kind of the red. I guess lessening the missive again and having the strong red line in there. Then we have this light here that adds a little bit of color as well. Seems like we have... No, it's lagging. Here we have this one. So if we're a bit more harsher, sleepy song? It's a remix, but it doesn't really say actually. It's a link on the picture on the YouTube channel I'm remixing from, so... Thank you for the follow, Cryptic Geo. So... gonna have that red line showing, a bit harsh emissive. Yeah, Visla, it's probably Zelda, or I don't think it was a Mario game. Maybe Metro then. Or Metroid, I mean. But it seems like to be a Nintendo dub chill lo-fi remix. That's at least what it says on the channel. Okay, so if that's the new emissive, it's the yellow. Okay, so here we have the red. Well, I hope so, Aslan, that it's more promising this time. Hello, Captain! Caps lock, hello. Okay, let's try again with the new mask. How are you doing, Captain? How's work? That looks better, right? Getting better, I guess. Yours. I'm hoping it's just, you know, your roommate and stuff is like that is also going okay. Hello, Kevin! Or Bacon Senpai. Thank you for the support with subscribing. You liking this, Aslan? Well, I hope you do. But it's a bit off still, but the eye looks better. I'm pretty good, Bacon Senpai. I've been at a school today, being jury, looking at students' game projects and stuff. So I'm a bit tired, but apparently, according to well, the chat, I look and feel more energized than I usually am. So I just came to the conclusion that I'm overly tired, and that's probably why that I'm in like I don't really care anymore mode. So yeah, apparently exerting myself or exhausting myself so much is a good thing for streaming. Yeah, so it's a little bit limited. It looks better, but still not 100% there yet, though. Mr. Soon-to-be Carpenter, Rome. You finished in 2 days. So you guess you should be studying or something. Or whatever people do in these situations. Studying is overrated. I'm not sure if I'm gonna place alpha cards in here though, Aslan. We'll see. I don't think I did on the other barrel I did either. That had like glowy eyes. Oh damn. Maybe this works a little bit better? I don't know. It's way better than what I had before. At least. It's something. Directional light? This is an omni light. Oh wow. Not not really, right? It's illuminating too much. Nah. Let's see what we can do in the render settings. We have bloom here. The bad thing with the bloom, oh damn, wrong filter, is that feels like kind of flying to everything. It's like this weird halo around things and becomes very white and flushed. Ignore the other eye. Pretend that you don't see it. The soundtrack. Again, it's very hard to tell with this remix here, but let's see. It says citrus gas tank. If that says anything. But I think that's the remixer's name. And then it doesn't really say. But it is like a Nintendo remix, so anything here that's been remixed with Nintendo. It's a remix mix. I can send you the link to the remix. There you go. Oh, that was definitely Yoshi somewhere in there. Not sure if it's from any Yoshi game, but... you are still waiting for me to reach a maximum level of Twitch streaming so we can all enjoy those catchy remixes. Let's take a test screenshot of this. This is the eye, then. Like without having that bulb. And that's the concept. So, well, looking at it, except that this is a little bit more smudgy and blurry, it's kinda similar. It's a little bit more brighter here, of course, so you can see that there's a little bit of like a nicer rim. Like there's two different yellows in here, which we don't have in the missive. We can make the missive we have a little bit more whiter though. So, but in terms of like the other parts, we can definitely work a little bit more to add yellow here in the corner. More orangey towards the eye. I have some weird, like you can see that the green is showing through here, so if we add a little bit more here, we will get rid of that and have a little bit more orangey feel. That's basically it, I think. Looks almost like it's a jewel inside for its eye. The color in general looks a bit too dark, or is it just me? Are you going to paint the bleeding light into the nose bridge? I'm not sure about that. Maybe a little bit. It's like something going here from the eyes down, and then on like just above here, but then you also have like alongside the horn. I mean, we'll definitely try and see if it works. Can't you set the texture color as the color of emissive? At the moment, like I've been struggling with Roan, is that like the emissive, like, is very strong. So this is basically what it looked like when I've been painting it on the whole thing. And then fading is something we tried but didn't really work. So now it's basically centered, you know, without any fade in the middle, and the rest is just a color map fake and then some 2 point lights in here. So it's a lot of faking to get that. Well, we'll definitely work some more on this. Let's see if we can get a bit more likeness in there. And definitely more yellows and stuff, so... but yeah, it's like, you know, looking at the concept and then taking whatever you know, what you think it looked like. With this one, it's been particularly hard with material definition in general. So I've kind of, you know, changed it a lot to my own liking as well. So otherwise it would be looking more bland, I think. Um, Roan, you mean I can use that as a mask? Because this one is basically masking whiteness only, and then I can control it, the intensity of the mask here. But that's, I don't know how to do it differently with Marmoset. You think in the concept art it looks like they are jewels? I don't know, in there is a small jewel on the top of it, on top of the head. Here. And just like looking at that compared to the eyes, these feels like they are in the sockets, at least for me. But I mean, I might be wrong, so... But I'm still gonna keep them, like, as eye sockets by now, because it's too late for me to go back and change. The forehead is indeed a bit different glow, yes. You don't work with Marmoset, but I thought you could use the texture paint as an input to the... Like in Marmoset you have an emissive mask, and then you can change the color on the mask. So that's kind of what you can do, but not use the color map. Well, I can input the color map here, but I think the whole object will glow then, because it's not a mask anymore. But let's paint some more yellow. But it's nice to get some feedback from you guys, so keep it going. The 4 is almost glowing like LED lights, Aslan. We'll see what we can do. I mean, I'm limited also to what I can do with Marmoset, or like at least my understanding of Marmoset. So if there's like a Marmoset guru in here that knows exactly how to work with the Misset, that would be really helpful. Oh, you haven't done it much with toolbag, Kevin. Oh, that's alright. I don't feel like there's too much documentation about these things either on Marmoset, but maybe I haven't looked hard enough. You mean that the light is simpler glow? Yeah, there's like, it feels like it's only small parts of it that is actually glowing. So we might just, you know, make a color map as we're doing now. like the diffuse, basically, the base color, and then just add slight mask here, there, and make those the only glowy part, basically. But we'll see. We have a lot of things to try out here with the glowiness. Thank you for the follow, Jacob15. Let's also play around a little bit more with the, like having a little bit more stronger red here. You're asking me about the E3 stuff again, Kevin. I'm sad to say that I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I have other stuff to do. Oh, I feel so bad when people ask. It's like, I said that I was going to watch it this weekend, and then I didn't. And I'm like, don't ask me. I haven't watched it yet. I'm so behind. With everything when it comes to like games and news about them. I've already been a bit spoiled though, Aslan. So, Rome, you found some. Quick Google search in this video looks like the guy has a black mask with only colored parts where he wanted to glow, and it takes it as a mask and as color input at the same time. Not sure how that works, but it might help. Let's see. We could try that on the other eye, I guess. I mean, and we can keep this eye as an experiment and then experiment on the other eye with the other way or something. I don't know. Hashing game homework. Yeah, I have a lot of games to catch up with. E3 and then in general playing. But thank you, Ron. I'm gonna look into it to see if we can experiment on the other eye, or like if we can find something else to make it look more nice. But it's quite close as it is right now, but you know, it would be nice to actually make it properly. I did work on some of them, Kevin. And then we're working on yeah. But I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I was accidentally almost saying something I shouldn't. So, but yes, some of them, I guess. I mean, I did work on the main game maps as well, but it's different now working as a lead for those, so... You're also working with blah 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 stuff too. It's a good way of explaining what you're doing. I'm working with and you just put a hot potato in your mouth or something that muffles the sound. You cannot edit NDA out of the stream. Good thing that I'm hopefully not breaching it. Yes, please, Ron. Do that. I also opened a new tab, but you know, send me a tutorial. I can have a look and see if I can make some sense of how to use Marmoset for this. We are all working on. It's a team effort between different studios, Aslan. So that's why you might see a lot of studios pop up in the same maps and stuff. So. I'm basically also, I guess in a sense, me and Bacon Senpai are also part of the same team, but not working together, so... export this. I like that introduction of redness, but maybe it was a little bit too harsh. Ever so slightly. Can I control Z out of it? How many control Z do I have? Apparently not that much is happening. Didn't feel like it was control setting. Okay, it did actually, a little bit. Right, then we just have to dial back some of it, because we don't want to lose all of like the extra red that we applied. Interesting. Then let's not go with the eraser. Thank you for the follow! I missed the name, I was a little bit too slow to look at it, but thank you. Could also move a little bit of the missive up here. some more of the red is showing. Oh, thanks! Yeah, I'm Kim. You surprised, or were you looking for someone else? Oh, you gotta go, Ron! Well, thank you for popping by. Have a nice sleep. Sweet dreams. Export textures. Let's have a look again in Marmoset. Hello, Kay. So I guess the red is now a little bit too red. We can dial that back a bit though. You want attention now, Kay? A damn lead artist. You saw a lot of my stuff on ArtStation? I take that as a compliment. Okay, let's screenshot this side again and see if it's anywhere a little bit slightly ever so closer to what we like it to be. Yeah, I guess the red is used a little bit too red because it's more orange. Other than that, we're getting there with the eye. Let's go to color. Oh, well, it is a compliment. Well, it sounded like one as well, so. So how did you find me? Just searching for people online? For 3D? Guess that would do it. Hello, Kay. What you doing? Hello, Frosty. Yes, I'm not finished yet. Oh, I will never be finished. I think I will call this quits when I'm bored. So when I'm bored of like fixing stuff, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's done. Let's move on with our lives. I usually scroll this section for finding interest stream and then you pop by. I should scroll the art section more and see if I can find some new people as well. I'm very bad at that. Especially since I haven't watched E3 either, as everyone is pointing out here. Don't have time to watch stuff. Yeah, well, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so We could try the other thing on the other eye, but we can also try like fiddling around with some lights and like along the nose and ridge on this one. It feels like we're gonna have to paint a lot in the base color and then just like add a little bit of masking in there. No E3 spoiler Aslan. No, I think people kinda understand that now. Thank you for the follow, Logan Hawk2. I think that's how you would say your name. I also noticed that the music stopped. What should we listen to now? Some more Zelda low chill something remixes. What the missive map look like in the Marmoset I'm using? It's black and white. Let me double check. Gray. Yeah. Something like that, so it's grayscale. Click the magnifying glass. And apparently a slight bit of red in there. Yeah, I don't get it. Probably done some mix-up in substance. Most likely. Grey! I would say it's black and grey. Wisla. Maybe one day you will work for DICE, but no, it's just a far dream. No, it doesn't have to be a faraway dream. It doesn't have to be a dream, it can be your future as well. What is it that you're doing? 3D art? If I'm gonna make a emissive mask, I feel like the fastest way for me to make it would be to pop into Photoshop. Yeah, exactly, Wisla. I'm like, there's certain features in Substance that is just like doesn't really work. It doesn't really allow you to do that much because I mean I don't really have control in here what's happening and what's not happening. So certain things I'm like, yeah, I can just do that in Photoshop. So if anyone working with Substance Painter algorithm hears this, please make nice painting features from Photoshop and Painter. Much appreciated. You lagged out, Tix. Did hear nothing. What did you miss? Well, maybe if you didn't hear it, then it's hard to know what you missed. I was asking what you're doing in terms of art, or if you're not doing art, if you're doing design, or if it's 3D art. To have it happen in Substance, you have to make sure you're painting on the emissive map and not the base color. Yeah. So that's it. Now that's confusing. Now the question is, is there a way to collapse this into one layer and then make that emissive layer? Can you do that? Can I just like collapse this as you do in Photoshop? No. And then put that in an emissive slot? That would be nice. Are you gonna look it up for me, Wisla? Thank you. Are you scared to call yourself a 3D environment artist? Well, if that's what you feel like you're doing and you're aiming for, then you're a 3D environment artist. It's not that hard. For the moment, I'm a cow chest artist. No, but like, you know, in all seriousness, whatever title you might have is more used to describe what kind of things you want to do and want to achieve. So, you know, it helps if you say that you're an environment artist or aiming for that, because then you kind of know in which direction you're going for and not, you know, VFX or doing character or anything other in particular specific like vehicle or weapons and stuff. So if someone asks, just tell them what you're going for. There's a Photoshop button here, but I'm afraid to press it. Will that crash the computer? Export to Photoshop. So if I take this glow map, my hope is that if I press this now, it will export to Photoshop that particular map and nothing else. So I'm gonna try it. Okay, I have an option here. Whew, I almost thought it crashed, but didn't. It's like, I haven't even exported it yet. What am I supposed glow? Guess that's what this is, glow. Please locate Photoshop. It wants me to go and find Photoshop on my computer to open this button. Where have I put Photoshop? I don't even know where Photoshop is located. That's Acrobat Reader. Oh, screw that. Let's open the mask. Instead, the grayish bland thing we have. Okay, so that's how that look. Let's drag and drop this. I don't really know what I'm doing right now, but it's just gonna quickly try this. Okay, it's something. We call it Miss Mask caps lock test something something. You comparing being a environment artist to grinding? Oh, might be true. You need to learn a little bit of everything. Kevin, or like Digital Bacon is, I guess, environment artist. Is that your title, Kevin? There you go, test. Oh, look at that. That's something else. I guess if you go very high, it's still gonna be very white. If you have... I don't really see how this is anything better though. It's based on the actual color information. If you don't want it as strong, you can change the levels in Photoshop. Let's try. I mean, we're trying stuff in Photoshop anyway right now, so let's go for it. All you do is world building, then on stream you do props. You don't know what you're doing anymore, Kevin. Oh, believe me, I don't know really what I'm doing most of the time either, so that's fine. Okay, let's dampen the effect a little bit. Test it again. Okay, I see. It's less now. It's basically no difference whatsoever right now. It's like a little bit, so... Right. And then we can turn this a little bit more. Can we colorize it? Oh, a little bit. Okay, I see. We can play around with this a bit. Interesting. Oh, I can definitely check your portfolio text. You can also, okay, Aslan, you were already on it. You can join my Discord as well. There's a lot of people in there. Well, not a lot of people, but you can ask for feedback in there as well. So, I really like it when everyone gives feedback on each other, because you learn a lot by analyzing other people's art. So I would encourage everyone to take a moment and whenever there's like a possibility, look at someone's art critically and give positive and like what you could do better feedback, because that gives you this like exercise in getting a critical eye of like noticing things as well with your own artwork and what could do better, be better and pushing. So it's always good to take one step and like start analyzing and even look for references and go like, so what is it that makes this feel off, and then, or like, what is it that makes this feel good? You compare it with maybe stuff you find online as well, like if it's a realistic piece and so on, or like someone else cartoony stuff. So No, you don't have to apologize, Tix. Also, I do sometimes bring people's stuff up on the stream as well, so I mean, it's only if people send stuff and they want to have feedback. But that's also gonna be, you know, stuck on stream in front of people to watch for like an additional 60 days, so... if you like, you can always send something on the stream as well. And I will have a look. Maybe it's a little bit too yellow right now. But then again, we have this... it's a little bit green in here. Should change that. Do I have my pen pressure? Yes, I do. This is so much smoother than Painter. It's so smooth that I can't believe that I was just trying to do all of these things in Painter. So let's smudge some of these edges a bit as well. Oh yeah, well then post it on Discord, Dix. No problem. Oh Kevin, you... Depends on the stage or level. I was doing look dev not too long ago, but for a while now I'm basically taking any level I get from start to finish. Not much ASA stuff as of late though. Sounds like you have a very varied job, Kevin, in general. Which sounds quite fun. Like it changes a lot, it's not like every day is the same. Okay, let's see. Let's do this then. Let's test this. Image. So have a look. So this is the first earlier one today. And then we had this one that basically look almost the same but a little bit more red. And then we have now today. And it looks worse. Great, so what should we change? We should make the middle part even more glowy and bright and yellow. Because I guess that's the kind of the thing that looks a bit off right now. Right, let's start working on that. Definitely more yellow painted in the middle. That is true. Always love it when you're like, yeah, okay, so now we're doing this, and it should look better than the other iteration, and then, no, it didn't. Lovely. Always great. I hope everyone can hear my sarcasm in this. I hate going backwards. Yeah, I'm like irritated now because I'm like, damn it, it looked worse. How? They're like, ah. Okay, so now it shouldn't look worse anymore. It should get somewhere where I like it. Add a little bit more of that yellowish harsh light here. Okay. I'm trying things too. Yes, I'm learning stuff. I'm learning a lot about Marmoset, like toolbags, emissive, I don't know, hazard. Like basically, apparently, like masks and colorized, I don't know, base colors works in emissive slots here as well, and it gets kind of almost the same outcome, which is also a bit surprise for me because it's like, how and why? It should be the, like, either it works or it doesn't. Okay, so the albedo needs more. Right. Okay, see how dark that is? So if I lower the intensity here, that's gonna shine through. So you have to fix that as well. No worries, Wisla. You're giving me a lot of tips and useful hints and stuff on how I should do things. So we need more oomph or something in the albedo. And now here's the tricky thing. While I could fix that very fast in Photoshop, we still have all the other work things in here, and I don't want to restart again and like import that, so we should fix that in here. So more yellow. What do you say, Kay? Kay is here again. Wanna look at cat? Hello, Kay. He's cute. He's sleeping, at least not on my Wacom tablet anymore, so that's nice. So let's add another layer. Let's just add lots and lots and lots of yellow in here. Almost more like beige, actually. Gonna match the bit almost whitish. Yeah, that work. If we're matching the emissive, but then that might actually be a bad idea. That might be too white. Gonna have to balance it out a little bit. But let's just get rid of all the greenish hue. Okay, and we have something here as well. export the texture. Hello Polygon, how are you doing? We are trying out emissive techniques here, and I can't really say that it's going too well for me right now. It's definitely more yellow though, right? Now it's just a matter of like scaling other yellow parts down a notch. Oh, maybe it's the point light actually causing a yellowish. That's a bit better. Well, it's actually the light. Oh, there we go. Oh no, my cat is snoring. Aw, he's streaming. Are you that tired, Kay? Let's save this Photoshop file because you never know when we wanna continue on the layers I have here. You want to hear him snore, Aslan? Let's see if we can do it. Oh, he woke up. He was like, "The fuck, mate, you doing? Get that away from my face." Sorry, Kay. Sorry. I guess that's not like, you know, the nicest way of waking up, having a microphone up in your nose. I'm sorry, Kay. That was mean. Yeah, that was mean. It's like looking at me suspiciously. But in my opinion, I think I found a way to work with this, so we now have to replicate that on the other eye, which is like, for the mask, just gonna copy paste whatever I have, but I guess in Painter we're still gonna have to paint this, because there's not a nice way of like mirroring things, right? Can I mirror? Feels like I have a lot of questions for Substance Painter today. Like, can I use it as Photoshop? Maybe I should Google Substance Painter uses Photoshop question mark. But Substance Painter mirror folder or something. Oh, I guess that's gonna be a filter, but can you move that around? Okay, so if we duplicate this one, wait, and then we remove the mask. You don't know if there's a copy paste layer and flip type thingy? You will have to paint with symmetry active, I believe. Damn. That feels very... I don't know. I expected more. But I don't know. Invert? No. Mirror? Mirror x-axis? No? Okay. That's a shame though. Okay, well that doesn't work. Substance isn't quite like Photoshop. Now this is what I'm hoping for by algorithm and like Adobe teaming up, that a lot of these things where I'm like, can I do this as in Photoshop or can I do that as in Photoshop, that basically all of those things would be introduced by them collaborating, because I really miss certain things, because now I really want to just move this layer around as I do in Photoshop and then just put it there and then I'm done. No, that's a little bit harder. So I guess in a sense what I could do is just do what I did in Photoshop, and that's taking the albedo in here and then just copy pasting it manually. But that feels like a last thing that like a last thing before I'm done basically with the rest to do, to paste stuff like that. But they're not identical, so it's not like it's gonna retrofit in here, so I guess in a sense, but then could at least have the option to tweak it. But if you do this, then you save a little bit of time, so then you can go in and tweak the rest by hand. We can try to have this mask at least. So use a warp. Yeah, that's something we can try as well. Just wanna quickly see how the outcome is for this one. Almost. Well, I did write that I was gonna stream like a short stream, but I've been going on for 2.5 hours and I need to take a shower before going to bed. So I'm gonna save and quit and then continue next time. Yeah. Wait, when is next time? I don't have my I don't really have my calendar here. That's it's Tuesday, but maybe Ooh, well, yeah, I might. Right, I most likely stream this Thursday as well, so that means I will probably see you in 2 days. So, in 2 days' time, I'll continue this. Now we have a work kind of way for doing the missive. So hopefully that will go quite quick for the other eye, and then we'll have to figure out the rest of the light on the ridge and nose and the stuff in the forehead. But we're closing in on being done with this one, which is nice because I kind of want to finish this one now. So I will see you guys in 2 days on Thursday. Have a nice evening, everyone, and thanks for tuning in and keeping me company and all the useful tips and hints with Marmoset and the missive map for Painter. I learned a lot today. That's good. So thanks and bye bye, people. Cat says goodbye as well. Bye bye.